Hello, beautiful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, I'm going to do a morning thoughts episode after a long time. Just want to discuss random things. I don't even know what I'm going to discuss. Just random thoughts. So I woke up a while back. It's now around 8:30 in the morning, almost 8:30ish like. Uh, and today it's kind of colder than rest of the days. Today since last night I saw a little bit of breeze flowing. It's kind of cool. Like the winter chill is coming. So it made me very happy. And without colder months, Bangladesh we get not much to be cheering for because usually all year around is very hot and humid, dust and pollution. But at least winter time we get to wear some of the warmer clothes. It's not like your winter in Europe or USA. Some people make fun of our winter like, hey, it's a joke, 18 degrees, 15 degrees is a joke, we get 1 degree. I understand, but different part of the world, different geographic location, we have different weather. Some of the countries do not get any taste of cold weather like Malaysia. I always keep bringing Malaysia back because that's where I lived for a very long time, half of my life. So uh, there, like Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, these countries never see any winter. So we feel a little bit blessed. And I want to discuss something like, you have to have some points. I've been here in Bangladesh for now. Uh, Last 5 years I've been spending here since I got back from Malaysia here. So I'll talk about that, how my last 5 or 4 winters were, how the fragrance game journey, a little bit talk about the journey and nice people that I met, a lot of things. Okay, so I still, like, I'm like enjoying it because we did have a meetup for Fredcom Bangladesh, and I really wanted to have a meetup for winter, like sort of wanted to have a picnic, but didn't happen. But we had a gathering. So perhaps, in the upcoming winters we'll do, like upcoming months we will do a picnic or something like that, but not quite sure. So morning I'm definitely like suffering every winter. I suffer from dry skin, and then my legs, like everywhere, hands. You need lotion because you get dry skin, and definitely you can see my glossy lips. Yeah, some people are distracted. It's not lip gel or anything. It's just a Vaseline because my lips break. The skin. It's very painful. So that, and then obviously, as you can tell, my voice is not down. My voice is down, so I need my tea. So that's the lemon tea that I take. It comes in a pack. I forgot the brand name, but I quite enjoy that. It's very sweet, sort of like a lemony lemonade sort of a tea. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I want to talk about like last 5 years, how it's been in Bangladesh, how the journey been. Together they're connected. So sometimes I like to remember things and look back at my journey. Just sharing a few things, and I'll talk about how our life changed this whole year to the 2020. How the life, did we I mean did we gain anything or get anything from this year, or was it just terrible disaster? So I would say from our country and my life perspective. Okay. Last 5 years, like 2016, when I got here, I did not have a very big community here. We had community, we had couple of groups, but the game in Bangladesh, fragrance game in Bangladesh, since it's a fragrance group, so fragrance community, I want to talk about fragrances. It was like nice. The thing is, like, when you start off early, when I brought back Dior Sauvage from Malaysia, I lived there, I collected about 50 to 100 fragrances. I think around 80 fragrances I had there in Malaysia. I bought them all with retail prices, and they were expensive, and I somehow brought them all back, and I was like very happy with my collection. But something happened. We met up somewhere in 2016. We had 4 members starting up. You guys, if you do not know, we had 4 members: me, Tutul Bhai, Shafi Bhai, and Fahad Bhai. So we met up, and afterwards, we had started having more members and all that. So I had opened a group, because of our brothers and sisters, and we had a small group. I used to review, and then 2017 I started doing decanting. I think March 2017 March, and then since then it became a trend sort of here in Bangladesh. So that's where I found out, like, I do not have any monetization for my channel, neither do I have any sponsorship. I got from time to time many kind owners and like say brands. They send me their products. Some of the pages they did, fragrance reviewers who like Steven. He did. So many. I mean, like Hani Hafez. So I cannot remember all the names obviously at this moment, but many kind people send me their sample, full bottle, and to review. I got gifts, and I started going to shops. You guys know Starling Enterprise, and they were very friendly to me. Then Perfume Bangladesh came, Perfume, or many shops here in Bangladesh. I started working with them. Means I would go to their shop and I review from there, show their collection, do some reviews. And that's when I started becoming very excited. And that's where I think my collection started properly. 2016-15, I used to have collection, but 2016 end, that's when I started collecting. 2017 onwards, it was crazy. This is all this happened, within this last 5 years. So I bought a lot more fragrances, because I was doing decanting. They were getting sold out, and I was reviewing like madman. You guys know, I just few days back I did 2000 videos, and now it's about 2300 ish, I think. There, yeah, the numbers are crazy. Doing reviews every day, on average about 2 to 3 reviews. It's kind of crazy, but I enjoyed it so much. This is the best part of my journey. It was not easy. It was not easy, definitely. I made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and I think I got into tricky situation at times where I didn't want to review anymore because I was under pressure. But somehow those things, God helped me, and I worked them out. Sort of like I had support, so I came out of those. But the thing is that what I realized, that not everybody understood what the fragrance game is all about. Some people just thought you can fake it. Like some people I noticed, they just want to fake it, like they are serious frag addicts or frag uh, enthusiasts, fragrance enthusiasts. But they don't understand that fact that it's not about just buying a brand, showcase it, and then brag about it that I own this bottle, but you never really experience. So these are the things that when I started seeing, I kind of felt like at first frustrated. It's not about just buying a bottle in fragrance journey. There's lot of things involved. You want to talk about it. You want to talk about a fragrance. What's your experience? Let's say you bought Dior Fahrenheit, and it was your one of the most favorite fragrance of all time. This is one of my most favorite fragrance of all time, Dior's Fahrenheit. Gasoline, violet leaves, very nice. Vetiver, perhaps leather, and this is one of my colder months fragrance, and it's got florals, and it gets compliments a lot. But it's a unique perfume even till date. Not everybody can pull it off. So you bought Fahrenheit, and you want to discuss Fahrenheit, right? Like, what did it do for you, and did you get compliments, or how long did it last? Um, or do you get more florals than the petroleum note? So these are the things, like discussion, that interest. So our time, I was very happy. One thing, that is 2015-16, that was the peak time of reviewers, fragrance community, fragrance game. All the brand new fragrances are coming out, mostly designers. They are like less niche. I mean, like less niche talk than designer. Even nowadays, even also designers get more attention. I mean, whenever I do designer fragrances, that's when I get more views. Niche fragrances, sometimes they're okay, but not so much. Hardly I get over 2000 views. But it's the reason perhaps is like niche are more expensive and rare to find compared to designers. Designers are more crowd pleasers and affordable, so those could be the reason. But that time, some of the best times, like I started off being inspired by Mark Robe 08. He's the fragrance guru, he's the guy who started it, and I really loved watching his reviews. I mean, I watched all his videos over and over again. And then I did Max Forte, Steven, Sebastian Zara, like everybody, like all the big reviewers. Okay, you name them, they're there. So being influenced also fragrance Matt. So the thing is, like, all the great reviewers, you guys know that I cannot remember all the 20-50 names. Then we did lose guys like Chris Giorgio, Dan. So that was very sad and big loss for fragrance community. I mean, once you pass people, only people who remember you, who actually truly loved you or supported you. I remember these guys because Chris was my personal friend. Like, he was one of my best friends. Okay, and he was like full of life. Okay, I told you it's gonna be random talk, and we used to talk a lot. And when he started off his channel, I was there. And when I was depressed, he was like, "Hey, bro, do you need to talk to someone? You can knock me." He himself was in a very bad spot sometimes, but he was a giver. So this is the kind of people, I really feel there is no death for such people, because we hold people like that in our heart. So I read it somewhere a few days back. People never die, like when they expire, they never die until they're forgotten. Okay, that's when the true death happens. I read it somewhere, I don't remember where. But it's like you think about these things, because the corona situation is here. Last 1 year we lost a lot of people in the world. I really do not know, like, the madness, whatever is behind it, whoever started it, whatever caused it, but it claimed a lot of lives. Whatever the agenda was, it claimed lives. We saw our favorite people, our relatives, our colleagues, uh, friends, like actors, singers, footballers, like you see, they passed away. And it was not a nice year. It's still happening. The year is not over. Many people just cannot wait to get rid of this year. But I have a feeling next year is not going to be any better. It's just getting worse every way possible. You see, back in the time, life was good. Like there was a like people had that personal space of entertainment, good films, good family outing, not so much fighting, riots, brutality, racism. It was less before. Like I don't want to say which era it was, but like 20, 30 years back, life was much better. Nowadays you see political correctness, and you cannot say whatever is in your heart, and it's all about media bias. So these things, you see, you cannot really feel like you want to express anymore. There's like very little room for creative people, genuine people, honest people. These are people nowadays are minority, right? So these are things actually, when you see it, if you feel like, it's not their problem, it's not our problem, it's not like we are suffering, you'll be making a mistake. The main reason is, when we are not okay, you are not going to be okay. This is how community or society works. Everything is ecosystem, everything affects each other, right? So some people do not understand that. They want to become selfish, they want to like take everything, they want to beat people up, like beat people, and then, let's say, grab their land or their opportunity, their dreams, like it's like a rat race. So in that rat race, there's zero happiness in there. Like you perhaps get everything in one day. Like one day you'll get everything, the car, like the money, success, but you'll not be happy inside. Okay, it's happening with a lot of people, successful people. And you'll see, like, some reviewers, they have the money, but they're losing their shit, right, in the act. So it's sad to see, like, our times, like 2016, 17, that time was the peak time. I was talking about that. All the reviewers, like, we would wait every week to uh, see a video from Steven or Jeremy or Mark. Like whenever they release something, we just want to watch, especially like the list, like top 10. And these are the things that got us excited, which ones we do not have in our collection. So yeah, that time it was a bit different. Nowadays, I don't even know how many reviewers are there, how many sellers are there, how many brands are there. And people constantly rave about perfumes, but after one fragrance is gone, reviews gone, they completely forget that. And I just feel like, that was not the case back in the time. Like 4 or 5 years back, we'd talk about fragrance and it would continue getting the talk. People would use it, they'll find out something different, Bleu de Chanel or Dior Sauvage, or uh, they would talk about particular fragrance. Nowadays, it's all about hype perfumes, and which DNA is the most popular, Baccarat Rouge or Aventus, and they make like clones of that or inspired expression, or more flankers which are similar to the previous one. So now I feel, like, since the corona started, the releases become sort of like dull. Very hardly you find a fragrance you can be excited about. Nothing original release. Like Daniel Icon came out, I got very excited about this release because this is a great fragrance. It smells like nothing else. Really nice bottle packaging, and I bought it. Like, it was expensive when I bought it. Now it price has gone down, but you see, the what I mean is, we had reasons to be excited for original perfumes, right? Nowadays, yes, people more in our country is upgrading to niche. Their likability is towards niche. Yeah, sorry, I need the voice going. But there's nothing wrong with niche. But the problem is, nowadays, I notice a lot of people, they are buying brands. They do not understand, whenever they came just like new, brand new, they just think like, to impress others, I have to buy niche perfumes. I have to buy expensive perfumes. Then people think like, wow, I have a rich collection. But this is the point I would like to finish with is, stop pretending, people. Okay, I'm not just talking about perfume collectors or uh, fragrance group members. Every aspect of life, if you fake, there's nothing worse than that. Faking is plastic. Okay, if you are a plastic person, you'll never be happy in life. Example, if you, let's say, you fake your happiness and success, you show people that uh, you are driving this great Audi or a Jaguar, but it is rented, or it's your friends. Okay, but you claim it's yours. You're wearing like a watch, say, expensive watch, okay, and Rolex, but it's a fake Rolex. So you're faking it, basically. And then you show people that how happy you are, how positive you are. In real life, you're not, right? So yeah, sometimes they say that, show your smiles to the world, not your tears. I don't believe in that. That's bullshit. The reason being, if you're not okay, you're not okay. Okay. Sometimes you go through that depression. I go through that sometimes. Many people, I believe, you out there, because we guys go through that certain points. Life is like that mixed bag of emotions, right? Sometimes it's sour, sometimes it's salty, sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's tasteless. So if you're gonna be pretending, if you're gonna be faking, you'll never find real happiness. If you fake that you have a lot of friends, but your friends also show that they love you. Oh my God, bro, you rock, you're the best. But actually, they feel nothing. They're just with you for something, because you're hot happening, you're spending. Perhaps people are with you for that. But real friends, they always catch you. They always are with you in your worst of times, right? So if you are lucky, you'll have few friends like that, at least one good friend. You just need one good friend in your life who'll give you advice, strength. But also, it's not good to show the world that you're okay. I mean, pretend that you're okay, but you are not okay. You feel like something is wrong, but you don't feel like share. You don't have that person that would understand, that if you share with them, and they will understand. Hardly there are people who think alike, who are like us. If you're lucky, you'll find like-minded people. You'll have a nice support group. But those very intimate, like they really know you in person, you'll find very few people in your life they really know you. So if you have people like that, you can share that you're not okay. Even the tiniest thing that's bothering you, like let's say your business is not good, your financial condition is not good, or if something is bothering you, or you have a heartbreak, something, anything, or you lost someone in COVID situation, but you cannot show the people because you are too afraid, or too brave, or too proud to cry. Cry it out sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it. If you cry, it's a very simple process. Like many of us have become kind of like we don't cannot cry anymore, right? We became like robots, and we just constantly angry and frustrated, but we do not know what's causing it. Okay. And so you really have to see who you are. You have to really think, walk. You have to discover who you are, who the person you are inside. Unless you know yourself, you cannot find what's wrong or what's right. Okay. And sometimes you have to spend time with yourself, always trying to please people. Let's say making people happy. Let's say the stand-up comedians, or people like Robin Williams, yeah, so great actors who are always entertainers, but actually they are never happy. They just inside, they have this inside the mask, they have a different person who's sad, who's lonely, who's depressed, who has issues they cannot discuss, or they don't want to discuss. Sometimes it works like that. So sometimes people are on medication, but it's very hard to tell who's not okay, who's okay. But so you have to take care of yourself. Assume that no one will. Give yourself time. Take yourself out of work. If you're doing business work, or constantly 7 days a week you work, take a weekend off. Just go spend some time with yourself. Read a book. Watch a film. Uh, Eat something nice, go around the city, take a tour, see life, how other people's lives are, how less fortunate are, and try to help them a little bit. So when you actually can do these things, I feel you will actually see life will make more sense to you. Life is a gift. Not everybody gets to live a life every day. We can wake up dead. I think of death sometimes because the COVID situation, we do not know who has what. But what I realized in the end, I want to finish it like this, that uh, the corona situation showed us a lot of things. I would not say it was a complete waste. I think a lot of pride has fallen of the world, because many people were flying so high, but they lost their business. Some people lost their jobs, and they used to brag about these things. But now they realize they became more down to earth. They can appreciate a person who also lost a job. Okay, they have sympathy. So I think it was good thing that perhaps it's high time that we need to bring back people, unite rather than fighting, and realize that unity is everything. If we have unity, even in death, we cannot be defeated, right? So yeah, random talk I wanted to do. Just feeling positive this morning. Not the best situation obviously in life, but I decided to sometimes make myself be my own boost, be my own vaccination. Right? So stay positive. Winter is coming. Stay safe. I think hopefully we will recover this, and then corona will be defeated one day. But we have to be here, isn't it? So make sure you wear the mask, do your routine, try to avoid gathering where people are not wearing masks. enjoy the winter, but at the same time stay safe, think of your family and all that. So if we make it, hopefully life will change and it will become better days. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I'll perhaps do a review later part today, but right now I'm going to enjoy that cup of tea and watch some videos and stuff like that. Today's video is going to be wildlife. I like animals. Take care guys, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.